early morning. I snuck out of the RV. Robin's still asleep. So let's go for a walk and check this place out. It's called Oaks Lake RV Resort. I know we're here in Indiana. I have to get the exact location when I get back. I don't remember. We talked about it last night. Just remember, if you come here, folks, some of the, like Garmin, our RV Garmin, couldn't even find the place, so we had to use Google Maps. So Apple Maps worked too. I think it's like 6 miles off from the interstate, but you can't see it until you're right on top of it. It's tucked away in these trees, so that part's kind of cool. You don't have to hear the road and all that stuff. It's a gated community, little area. Yeah, welcome to Oak Lake RV Resort. The girls inside the store were awesome last night. The guy that took us back to our spot, super cool. Told him we were heading to Wisconsin. He said he was there, well, it was a week and a half ago, I think, when it got 85 degrees up there and then started snowing while he was there. So he said that was an experience. Well, hopefully we don't have to deal with that. This time of the year, I know this store is only open until 5 p.m. because we got here about that time last night. They were keeping it open in case we needed anything. But you got a nice little picnic table area here, nice little grass area. Looks like there's even a lake over there. Volleyball court. What's this thing? Oh, it's got a giant jump pillow for the kids, so that's cool. Very cool. Swing set. I think there's 100 and some spots here. We've seen a lot of RVs back there. Kind of walked around a little bit last night. It was a long drive, so I didn't really feel like doing much. And no lifeguards, swim at your own risk. The trees are really nice here. A lot of trees. So if you come in here in the summertime, I'm sure that you'll be shaded really, really well. All you hear is birds if you can hear them. Remember, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you like content like this, subscribe to our channel. I know you hear that all the time, but none of this would be worth it without you folks. We appreciate everybody that's been following us. Actually have more followers than we expected this, with only doing this for 6 or 7 weeks now. So hopefully the content gets better. We like to do a lot of things. Montana seems to be the choice for RVs here. Also, me and Robin like to travel, so when we're not in the RV, we'll be going to other countries and doing things too. That's something we've been doing for a long time. We just never did the video recording. It was always pictures. So we got to work at this. It's like 42 degrees out here right now. It's supposed to be 70. I think it's supposed to get to 80 on Friday or Saturday, I think. I got some cool little cabins right here. There's lots of small RV spots tucked away in these trees too, so not the most level ground, but definitely work. And the pull-through spots that we're at are super big. You could put 2 giant fifth wheels and your truck there. So that part's nice. And it seems pretty solid. I mean, you know, we slept good last night. I didn't feel any movement anywhere. Look at the yurts. That's the one thing I haven't stayed in yet. Robin found one on an Airbnb a while back that we were going to try to stay at, but it was just too far out of our, just too far away from where we were going. So I'm sure we'll try that one of these days. Definitely a beautiful morning for a walk. I think we got a 5-hour drive ahead of us today. We're going to go stay in Baraboo, Wisconsin. And hopefully get me some fresh cheese curds. Because that's the only way you can get good ones is actually pick them up when you're in Wisconsin. Because the stuff you buy in the grocery stores in these other states, oh, I'm sure some of you have had them. It's more like fish bait. Robin hates when I say that, but they're just bad. So if you're not a cheese curd person and you've tried those ones, yeah, well, get some fresh ones and then you'll maybe understand why some of us Wisconsin people love them so much. We haven't been there in like 6 years. When Robin first got together, we took a road trip there. She has some friends there too, so we got to go see them for their son's birthday, I think it was. So that was cool. I like the northern part of Wisconsin the most, but I figured if we stayed by the Dells, the weather might be a little nicer. We can just jump in the truck and drive up to some of those other areas. We only got like 4 days. We need to be back in Colorado for a grandson's monster truck thing at the Mile High football stadium, whatever it's called now. I'm going to change those names all the time. But as you can see, folks, this is a big place. Our cost, I think, was $75 plus tax, so not the cheapest, but better than 100 and some. No concrete pads or anything, but the ground has been here for a while because everything was really solid. So I don't think it would be a big deal at all. And I think the trees would shelter you from the wind. So I don't think you have to worry too much about the wind being too bad in here, but we got a calm day, so. And some more cabins up there. I'm just walking the outer perimeter. So it kind of gives you an idea if you watch this video how big the area is. And I'm hoping you can hear all those birds in the video because there's a lot of them. And please remember to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, you can give us a thumbs down and give us some comments on things you wish we had changed or do differently. And we can do that for you too. Please subscribe to the channel. I've been enjoying this. It gives me something to do. I'm one of those people that has to stay busy all the time, and we get to the RV park and don't really have a whole lot to do right now. So this is kind of enjoyable. Look down this way. Like everybody's still enjoying the sleep in. Hopefully Robin didn't hear me leave and she's still sleeping. because when she gets a good night's sleep, the day is always better. Oh, wish she could sleep like me. I guarantee you within 3 minutes of laying my head on the pillow, I'm out for at least 6 hours. Her, not so much. And I think a lot of women, at least majority of women that I've met, and no, don't sleep like some of us men do, but I'm sure there's some out there that can sleep like that too. And she is doing better, folks. This whole RV thing has been an experience for her. It's totally something she never did before, and I know me hauling that big rig down the road just freaks her out. She's doing pretty good. Even last night she told me, I'm kind of impressed with the way you handle that rig. And I was like, wow, did not expect that. But that's a good thing, but never let it go to your head, because in this world, anything can happen. But I think that's the reason I'm so tired by the time we get to a spot, is because I've just got my levels so turned up, watching everything. It's not so much, even if you're doing everything right, all you need is that one person on that road not doing the right thing, and everything you own and everybody you love is at risk. So just remember, folks, keep that in mind. I was young and dumb, and I remember my old fifth wheel. Thought I was 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and I pulled it like that. So not so much this time. I'm 55, 62, 65 at the most, but 61 is my sweet spot for gas mileage. It's kind of crazy that you can drive that truck at 61 and get 10 miles per gallon, and you can drive it at 62 and you'll get 9.5, and then it goes down from there. And then if you're driving on the back roads like we did yesterday, a lot of 50 and 55, I was getting 8.5 and 9. So its sweet spot is 61 miles per gallon, so per hour basically, and 10, a little bit over 10 per gallon if you drive at that speed. So, but I'm going to do a 6-month review on that here coming up shortly. We just hit 10,000 miles. So if you're looking to get an RV and a truck, you might want to watch that video. I already did the 6-month review on the Riverstone. Some of the people were a little upset about that, so I did change the title. But, I guess I just expect more. A little frustrating. But we're past that. I think I got my door working better. I just keep adjusting and using the Dremel tool on the screen part of it, because for some reason, I don't know if the door moves enough, but I think it pushes that screen, and that's what stops it from closing correctly. So I've dremeled that a little bit more, and it seems like it's getting better every time I do it. It bothers you when you spend that much money and you have to go and start carving on stuff to get it to work. But I'm learning that this is the RV world. So if you're going to get into this, make sure you have some mechanical knowledge and are able to do things on your own. Morning. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to, we've never been here, so I figured I'd film the area.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
You have a great day.
Give a copy to the office.
I will. Thank you. There's a nice lady. The dog didn't like me so much, but like I was saying, if you're going to think about doing this, make sure you have some kind of knowledge and you're able to work on things and fix it yourself. Because I could not imagine waiting and staying in places trying to get my things worked on, because we wouldn't have done much RVing in the last 2 months if that was the case. So, but I think most of the people that are into this stuff are pretty much mechanically inclined. So keep that in mind. If we keep getting people messaging us that they want to do this life and want our opinion on it. So you're definitely going to get the honest opinion here, and some of you won't like it. And it has to be that way because I've watched all the YouTubers out there, and I'm telling you, most of them make this sound like the perfect life, but it's hard. Sometimes you can't find spots. Sometimes they're ridiculously priced. There's a lot of things and expense wise, yeah, I think it was cheaper to live in a stick house sometimes. But if you have not experienced traveling around the United States and this is your way to do it, yes, most definitely you'll get to see everything. Now, me and Robin have experienced a lot of this, but we're seeing a different side now in different areas and taking us places that we probably wouldn't have been before. So that part's really cool. I definitely enjoy that. And just remember, if you have any questions, you can always email us to theriverstonelife@gmail.com. If you don't want to do any comments or anything like that, or you'd like more information, or it's kind of cool. Yesterday we were driving here on, I think it was Highway 14, and Robin looks at her phone and it pops across the screen, and somebody was following us and seen our Riverstone Life on the back of the Riverstone, found us on Facebook, snapped a picture of the back of the RV and sent it to us. That was pretty cool. And I'm bad with names, but I'm sure Robin, when she's editing this video, she can throw his name right across the front of it here. So that was an unexpected, but kind of cool. It's just neat that somebody actually seen that on the back of there and then snapped the picture. So just thought I'd shout that out. I think it kind of made Robin's day. It kind of made her feel like all this is worth it. So somebody actually acknowledges you, and we'll come in the back way here. Kind of gives you an idea of the place. You can see how big these spots are. There's another Montana. And there's a beacon. Looks like he just bought it. Looks like it's got a temp tag still on it. But look at how big. I mean, he's got his truck up front. All that room. His might have been a little tighter to turn in there. Ours was easier, but I cut it pretty good on this side so that I didn't have to worry about that tree. Look at that. And for the generator people, it's still there. I don't know, probably 1,600 miles on it so far. Should have done that right the first time, but that's a part of learning this life again. Definitely happy with that there now. Love having the truck all open. But you can see how big the spot is. Pretty cool. Just like it says on the truck, remember, Riverstone Life. Thanks for watching, folks.